All right, so for this first little bit right here, I'm just adding this for a little bit of context because it shows you kind of, the mood of the situation. The Patriot crowd already left the area for the most part. They were evacuating the area to the west of the insurance building, between the insurance building and the Capitol building. State Patrol had a line at that time uh, blocking anybody from going into the Capitol area itself, the area between the Capitol building and the Supreme Court. This here is the only part of video that I will be clipping out just because, just for time, and I'm filming the ground. As you can see right here, I'm at the north end now of the insurance building, and I am filming down towards Antifa. You can kind of see where, they're moving. They start pointing that they're going to go this way to head off the Trump supporters. And you see people directing traffic, telling everybody to go this way so they can head them off. This scene here, you guys can see that Antifa came over on this side. They're starting to follow them. There's a few state patrol vehicles that are sitting across. The Trump supporters there are just trying to go up a block. If they were to come just directly this way, they would have gone right into the parking lot area, but they decided to go up a block to try to stay away from Antifa. Antifa then begins to follow them, and a group, as you guys will see later, came towards me in my direction. I actually ran to my vehicle to get a battery pack, and that's why this video ends and it goes into other filmers, and you guys can see their angles. Also note that there's State Patrol, two State Patrol vehicles that are sitting right here next to me, and this is essentially below the parking lot where the incident takes place. I am standing at the intersection below. So from this screen you can see it's to the right. I'm standing at the intersection. That would be down to the right from them. So here everybody is kind of running to the vehicles. This is before the shooting. The next clip you guys are going to see is going to actually be the shooting. Check out the arrow here, though, because there's a group of Antifa that are sitting there on this side of that building that's right there, where they were coming in to head off the group. You can see them right here. So this is where the lady's getting assaulted. So I put this in slow motion because you guys can just see kind of what's going on. There's a guy to the right who looks like he is falling. That might be the gunshot victim. I don't know. This footage is brought to you by Conservative Wire. As you guys can see from this freeze frame here in the arrow, that red hat right there is Forrest. That is right after he shot. That also gives you some context a little bit here later that you guys will be able to see where he's at. So this is another filmer right here. This is a different angle. The arrow right there is pointing to Forrest again. He lost his hat, it looks like, at that point. You can see him backing off, running away, and then here's another angle where he's coming back to grab the lady. At that point, she can't see anything. She's just trying to defend herself. She's frozen. She couldn't move. Here we're back into my footage. I took it back a little bit, so it's before the shot, giving you an idea of what's going on up in the parking lot. Here the shot was fired, and now you can see what it was on this side. So this guy here in the yellow pants, which is going to be highlighted here in a second, he is the one that came around and initially was approached by Forrest and the lady. And I'm not doctoring this or cutting it up because I really want the video to just have the integrity that it needs to have. It's very important, I think, in situations like this. So there will be some parts in here that you'll kind of just be waiting for to see, but this is why. So you can see Forrest right here. Check out this guy that the arrow's pointing at. Watch him later on. So you can see he has a pistol in his hand right there. And it looked like right there he racked one. Here's the lady, guy. I have no idea who he is, where he came from, but he just kind of came up and he escorted her over to where I was at. And then this guy here, you can see he was also pepper sprayed really bad. These guys here, you can see they got some clubs and umbrellas and stuff, and they're, I guess, holding this guy back. You see people throwing stuff. And the reason I'm including this part, so the shooting already happened, and that's over with. But the reason I'm including this is so you guys can have some serious context as to what was going on down there. You guys can see some rifles. This guy's pretty much just aimlessly walking around. He can't really see anything at all. This guy coming up to him here is trying to guide him out. Notice that there are no officers on scene yet. Showed you guys a little while ago how there were 2 state troopers that were sitting right below the parking lot, and then the other state troopers that were on the other side. People are still throwing things. People are still trying to smash some vehicles. There is a couple Trump supporters who are actually down off to the right. The police actually took them into custody. They did not arrest them. They did eventually let them go, but they had them face down on the ground. It's right here where law enforcement finally first arrives on scene.